Hi. Uh, I'm a tomboy. I'm manly. I'm unladylike. I'm weird. I'm loud. I'm different. But my name is Malika Motiramani. Let me tell you a story. I was at a friend's birthday party when I noticed a group of boys staring. And honestly, you get used to people staring. But then they started walking up to me, they came up to me, and in a very mocking, derogatory tone, they called me a transgender. I was shook, I froze, my mind went blank. I wasn't just met with a word, I was met with the weight of their judgment, their laughter, and their intent to humiliate me. I was 15. 15 at an age where you're supposed to worry about math tests or which boy you have a crush on, not about defending your identity. But that was not the first time I was reduced to a label. Growing up, all my friends were boys. We liked the same things. We played football, we broke our bones, scraped our knees, and did it all again the next day. And I didn't see it as unusual. We just liked the same things. But society did. Why does she always hang out with boys? She's such a tomboy. Tomboy? I didn't even know what that word meant. I only knew that it made me different, that I was seen as an outsider. And then came clothes, of course, clothes. I wore clothes out of comfort, out of what felt natural to me. And for me, that meant sneakers, t-shirts, loose tracks. But society always questioned this. Why doesn't she wear skirts? Why doesn't she wear dresses? As if my worth was being measured not by my heart, but by the fact that I preferred hoodies over dresses. And that's when I realized that clothes don't have a gender. T-shirts don't shout that I'm for boys. Skirts don't scream that I'm for girls. It's society that stitches this meaning onto fabric. All over the world, girls are told that are policed on their values, how softly they should talk, how quietly they should walk. And this is what makes them a real woman. Psychologists call this gender conditioning. And even before girls turn the age of 6, studies show that they start doubting themselves. They start thinking, are we as smart as other boys? So when you put these labels like tomboy or too loud, it's not harmless teasing, it's early programming. And of course, family adds to it. At weddings, relatives would say, oh, beta thoda ladki jaisa bano, rishte kaise aayenge? I'm just like with my plate of rasmalai thinking, फिलहाल तो रिश्ता तो नहीं पर डेजर्ट पे फोकस कर रही हूँ आंटी. And that's why these labels aren't harmless. It's not just one auntie, it's a whole chorus of voices that ask you to shrink yourself, that ask you to become a little less of you. I was 16 when I stepped into a gym for the first time, and I saw all the eyes turn towards me, not in encouragement, but just in question. What is she doing here? And I was told that lifting will make you too manly, you'll become too strong. Like being strong is an insult. Why is strength a threat when it's on a woman's body? It's the same dumbbell, but with two different labels. When a man lifts weights, it's powerful. When a woman lifts weights, it's called manly. And that's the danger of labels. They define you even before you get a chance to define yourself. I'm sure you've been told that you're not enough, or you're this, or you're that. If you lift, you're too manly. If you wear what you want, you're a problem. If you stay quiet, you're invisible. And if you talk too loud, you're too much. And at some point, eventually, this becomes your inner voice. You start saying this to yourself, and you start policing yourself. You become your own biggest critic. And not because you want to, but because you've been told that fitting in matters more than standing out. So I did the most logical thing. After facing all of this, I did the most logical thing. I became a content creator. So now I get judged not only by my relatives, but by strangers with Wi-Fi, which is great. And the comments, they're very creative, truly. Wannabe boy, failed girl, makeup try karo. I've heard it all. But the fun part is that the things that I used to get bullied about are the things that young women now message me about. They say that I started lifting weights because of you. I wore what I wanted because of you. I stopped apologizing for existing because of you. And that's when I realized that I wasn't escaping the box. I was breaking it open so other girls could walk out too. I realized that being a tomboy never made me less of a woman. Being strong never made me less feminine. Being loud never made me less valuable. It only made me more me. I was never rebelling. I was never rejecting femininity. I wasn't trying to make a statement. I was just embracing authenticity. And maybe that's the real fear. Not that we're breaking rules, but the fact that we're rewriting them. So the next time you hear a label, ask yourself, is this describing them or limiting them? Because labels are easy. People are messy, complicated, layered. So stop putting people in boxes. Start seeing them as stories. And if you're still wondering what I am, I'll make it simple. I'm not a label. I'm not a stereotype. I'm Malika Moti Ramani.